Hello, and welcome to Code with NM. I am Nilesh Maurya, a software engineer and educator, and I'm on a mission to make you market ready software engineer. So, before starting with today's live and jumping into the roadmap and everything, let's have your name and city you're joining from. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds. How YouTube Live works is it is delayed in 2 to 3 seconds. I'm on something and you will hear that thing after 2 to 3 seconds. So let's wait for your comments and then we can start. And today's topic is very interesting. We have done with the phase one. So if you are beginner with the Python, new with the Python, you can go to Code with NM YouTube, visit the playlist, and of course, inside playlist, the first playlist about the Python Live, you can learn about the roadmap, what I have started becoming from a Python developer to data analyst to data science, ML, AI engineers, and how to create your own LLM apps. This is the complete roadmap up till 1 year. And of course, I've already started with the Python developer, how to install VS Code, how to install Python. Everything was explained in the part one, which is hash one of Python developer journey live. In second, I've started with variables, data types, and most important, the base, the structure, the roots of Python. And the second was the conditional loops and everything. In in that also I've covered the collections like list, tuple, sets, dictionary. So that was completely the phase one. I've talked about the entire Python developer journey in divided into three phases. We are done with the phase one. Today we are starting with the phase two, and of course I will be showing what are the things phase two, what are the things phase two has, and I'm going to cover in the phase two. If you are new, if you are starting with the Python first time, or you're already aware of the Python, there are a few tricks and other things in the basic I've already covered in those 4 videos. So make sure you go through that 4 videos and then uh, we'll continue in the phase two. So let's begin with today's roadmap, and simply I've already talked about this in my first video, first live, about the entire roadmap and phases. But here is we are starting with the phase two, and we have completed the phase one. And I've seen many of you have joined my Discord, and they are doing wonderfully great in the Python basics. They have also solved MCQs, which is there on the CodeWithNM.com. I will providing everything, the links and everything here in the live chat. Now, what is Discord? Why to join it? So Discord is the ultimate place to POC, point of contact towards me. Why point of contact is important? Because I will be sitting with you one on one personal level, and it is completely free. Many of you in last past 20 days are asking me, is this free? Are you gonna charge anything? I won't gonna charge anything. I have a well paid job and I'm earning from that. This is I'm doing because I've already in each and every videos or shorts I have told that I'm on a mission to make you market ready developer. Why I'm doing this completely free and everything, there is a complete story of me on my website. So once you visit codewithnm.com, there you can find about me section. Inside that you will find about myself and why I'm doing this completely free. I won't be selling any courses. Each and every course will be taught live over YouTube. And any doubt you have, any if you don't know if learning Python, what I will become, where I will be placed, this all you need to join my Discord. While joining my Discord, you will learn about much more things, like connecting with me, how to build your resume, how to hunt down jobs in India or outside India, if you belong out, if you want to work outside India, or else you are from outside India, how to hunt a job over there, how to hunt a job in Japan, or else you want to work in US or German companies, tech companies, then how to hunt. I myself have worked for Microsoft and working for IBM, so I know how to crack those interviews, and I have relevant years of experience in software engineering, so I can guide you that, and it is completely free. You can connect me on my Discord. Let me quickly paste my Discord link over here, and I can also show you how I've well planned this Discord things. So each and every channel is created with a mindfulness, because learning Python or learning React, learning Java, learning Node.js doesn't make any sense if you are jumping here and there every now and then. It doesn't make any sense. You need to have a proper roadmap to become a software engineer. You can't learn this and then you can't learn that, and you can't jump here and there now and then. So that is the case. That is the case. We need to have a proper roadmap over here. So in the left side, if you see, I can't zoom in a bit, but okay, here is an announcement channel, and here you will get each and every update before the YouTube and everything. Then we have a welcome channel. Of course, we have a roadmap. Here is every clear roadmap what I am going to do in the coming months, years. Of course, it involves full stack, data science, MLAI, and cloud engineering backend, and much more. So, but I won't be jumping here and then. There is a proper roadmap for it, so you need to join the Discord to know the roadmap. Also, if you want, you have any roadmap for yourself, because we need to start from some point, and ultimately we have a set a goal in our life to achieve. For example, if you want to be a tester, you want to be a front end engineer, you want to be a back end engineer, so we need to start from somewhere. But randomly starting in from anywhere and then ending up with a few hands of technology like knowing React and knowing Angular, then you want to have a job that I know React, can I be placed as a front end engineer? That is a questionable debate, because knowing React you won't be getting a job as a front end engineer. There are much more things, so there should be a roadmap for yourself. And here you can see the Python bootcamp. So here I provide all the session notes after live ended, and doubt corner. So here you can paste your doubt if you, in the live, if any of the topic you didn't got it, or any of the logic you didn't get in the live, so you can come and paste your doubt corners over here. Code sharing, we share the codes and resources, everything over here. There is a general community, and here we talked about multiple things. And also here we, for example, like generally we talk about IT. For example, in world today, if I am starting as a front end developer or starting as a front end engineer, what should I learn? Should I go for Angular or should I go for React? So this is a debatable topic, and this type of things, what is going in and around the world, we discuss over here. And then we have an introduction. You need to introduce yourself, because first thing in the interview, the HR will gonna ask you is introduce yourself. So if you're open here in the community, in the CodeWithNM family, you will be open while time of interview. So here there is a win and progress channel. Here I paste the different types of question, because we are it's ongoing Python live, so I'm just uploading all the Python related questions, and people are solving it, and they are finding it helpful, because it's not about just learning. If you are learning, how you will know that I have learned this? That's why examination has been created. And in professional world, in online world, in it is been structured as an MCQ. So what I have just let's take an example of this question 3, like student, and it's the dictionary problem statement. So student and name colon nm. If you are not aware of the dictionary, just go and watch my previous life #3, and you will be knowing and mastering the dictionary. So this is the question. You don't need to run it. Without running it, you need to answer it. For example, we don't need to open VS Code or Python IDE, don't need to copy paste this there and execute and generate the output and then you answer it. This is a wrong way of learning anything or testing ourselves. Once you learn Python basics also or advanced or intermediate, then you dry run anything. This is how I also learn when I was in my college days. How I learn, I see the code, I try to dry run itself. What is dry run means? I try to compile. In Python it's an interpreter, so I try to interpret the code. Okay, what this means, what this means, how will this will store, what output it will generate, and then I try to figure out the output itself in my mind. Then only you need to jump on the codes and everything. If you are direct copy pasting anything, you won't learn coding itself. This is how it's a one of the trick to um, what we can say to learn logic, to improve your logic. So first thing first, if you see any code, try to dry run it. Don't copy paste into that particular programming language terminal and just execute it. That is the very wrong way to learn any type of programming language. First try to dry run. For example, let's take some easy example. For example, here nums equal to 1 2 3, print 2 in nums. So what this will generate? So this type, if you immediately know the answer, then you are good with Python. You're confident with Python. You should confident with the Python. If you need to copy paste and run it, then it's doubtful. Then the case here, then you need me. Then you need to come on Code with NM, and here live we need to learn everything step by step, because that's the ultimate thing. Because while time of interview they will provide you Google Docs. For an example, I have given ample of interviews. They will, some companies have other standard procedure. Some of them they provide you Google Docs. There they will give you a question and then you need to uh, explain it while time of coding it. What you are coding, you need to explain your logic. This is how the interview is being held in MNCs. And there you don't have a VS code that auto generates your half of the code, or if you try I, it will suggest you if and XYZ stuffs. So you don't have that type of code editor in an interview. You don't have a other helping tools in terms of developing helping tools in the interview. And if you aren't able to clear out the interview, you won't be able to place yourself. So why I'm pressurizing on the interview? Because that is the most important part. Learning and everything, you can learn ample of things in life, but if we are not utilizing those things, ultimately everyone goal is to make money. Yes, if you are not utilizing your skill sets in interview and not getting yourself placed, then that's the real issue. And of course, I post weekly challenges, and you need to submit the challenges. And then here, once you join the Code with NM Discord, you will be joining as a newcomer. Then after you introduce yourself in the introduction channel, then I will be promoting you from newcomer to a learner or a student. Then you will have access to all this channel. And once you started doing the win in progress and weekly challenges, then I will be promoting you to the active coder, and so on. You will be a Python developer in here after you are comfortable and you have completed much more challenges. Then I will be giving you permission to help others out in their codes and everything. And also you can share your progress and project. Why this community is important? Because here it's learn and grow. I'm learning, I'm contributing. In MNCs, people are looking for a contributor, a problem solver, not a learner. If you are seeing an interview, okay, I can showcase my skill and also I will upgrade myself, they won't hire you. They want a ready-made package person, those who know inside out. They want this because they are paying in exponential also. So here is the thing: you learn, you grow, you problem solve, you help others to in their problems also. And also we will be learning GitHub in this complete phase in Python development, and there you all can help each other out in others project. And while helping on GitHub has a tracking system. Like you are helping others, you are doing code, or you are just doing anything on GitHub, it has a track. So have that tracking or GitHub link in your resume will help you to get placed easily. This all are the shortcuts how you get place yourself, and this all everything we discuss in uh, Discord. So make sure you join Discord, and let me just quickly share the link. So I'm pasting this in the live chat, and make sure you join the Discord. This is the POC to connect with me and Code with NM families and other developers out there. Okay. So hope this is clear. And once you join the Discord, and also let me quickly show you the MCQ part. Let me visit codewithnm.com. So this is my website. It's also completely free. If you come down, you can read my story here, and after reading it, you will find it out why I'm doing everything free. Also, I provide free projects. I don't want any money. It's completely free. You just need to click and download it. This is a front-end project. I have ample of projects. I will upload those shortly, the feature projects. So here you will find a quiz button. You need to click on it, and you will be navigated to the quiz. Here, once you it's required login, so you need to sign up is very easy. You can fill up the form, or else you can click sign up with the Google. It's very easy to sign up in the Code with NM, and then you need to start giving this quiz. So after giving this quiz, you will be confident enough that Python basics are my basics are clear, and I'm confident on it because you learned, you have given the examination, and then we are good to move on to the phase 2. This is up till the phase 1 I've talked about. And make sure to join the community if you want anything regarding software engineering. Okay, so this is my website. Let me quickly, I will paste the link only in the live chat. Done. You just visit the Discord, join the Discord, and visit the Code with NM website. That's it. And this is all about the Discord. So let's now jump onto the phase 2. I don't want to spend much more time about explaining other things, because in each and every live I'm explaining, because every live uh, I can see new learners join. So this was the 5 to 10 minutes I want to spend before starting the phase 2. Okay. So phase 2, starting with core Python thinking. Up till now, what we have learned in phase 1, that's what basic syntax, learning about Python, learning about indentation, learning about the conditional statement, looping statement, and much more. So that's what we are now comfortable with Python and coding in Python. Simple. But that doesn't make us a Python developer. To be a Python developer, to be a software engineer, we need to handle datas. We need to handle files. We need to handle error handling or exceptional handling. And in real world, there are exceptions. Of course, there will be an exceptions. There will be an ample or millions or thousands or hundreds of errors. So we need to have that skill. How I can handle this error? The next is module and package. I will be talking about those in the detail. Next is OOPS concept, which is very much important. And of course, in today's world, we are all in the world of APIs. We are all in, if you are using internet, you're using any type of browser, you are knowingly or unknowingly triggering an API. Simple. So we should know what is API, how to work with API, how to work with third-party API, how to create your own API, and this all I will be covering in phase 2. Then JSON. What is JSON? How to work with JSON, how to handle JSON in Python. And then we will be seeing a mini project, weather app, and much more projects we will be doing. Weather app, just take a general, because it is going around the world. Weather app is very simple application we can generate in Python. We will see a complex one also, like we will create an complete e-commerce backend or inventory management backend. We'll be creating our own APIs, and this all I will be doing live. There is I'm just shifting the mindset of the people learning offline to be learning live. How? Because in my days when I was in college, how you we all should learn, how you all are still learning, and if you're in school or if you're in college, or if you're pursuing higher studies, how you learn in college? You learn live in college. You sit in the class. There is one educator. educating you all. So this is going live, but once this learning tech comes on YouTube, we all go offline, and then if we have a doubt, we just comment and wait for that person to reply us. And in majority of time they didn't reply us, or they don't reply us, whatever may be the reason, yeah, whatsoever so let's leave that and let's shift to learning live. Here, what is the benefit of learning live? You can clear your doubt on the spot, and of course you will be aware that your instructor, your educator, how good he or she is in programming. Because in offline also, I will create a script, I will just have my editing team ready, and I will just make you sit and read the script and with a facial expression, and you will be also an educator in software engineer world. Yes, this is all are going in and around the world. But I'm in the industry, I'm working from past several years, so I know what to code, how to code, where to code, how to handle errors and everything. That's why I'm doing live, because I'm the right person to guide you to be a software engineer. And I don't think there are many channel who is teaching live on the YouTube, because I have experience of 13 years teaching offline in classes and colleges also. So I've shifting this mindset, learning off from offline videos, recorded videos, to learning live, and we have a benefit of learning live also. So, and then the second is, uh, this phase 2 is also divided into few videos. I can't teach everything in one video because it's difficult for you to digest all this topic. For example, we can eat one or two breads, and in Indian we say chapati or roti, but it's very difficult to have 15 or 20 breads at the same time. So I am dividing this into two or three part. Let's see how far it goes. So first part, in today's video, we will be seeing fine handling, error handling, which is also known as exceptional handling, and modules and packages. So this live is all about file handling, exceptional handling, and modules and packages. And did you play GTA 6? So who is this? Car 001. You're funny. It's GTA 6 is out. And I think it's in beta version, it is out. And I do play video games. I'm in a world of coding and programming, and if I want to be refresh, I go out for a walk, or else I play video games. So you all can comment what is your favorite video game, PC game, or PS5 or Xbox One X I have. So which is your favorite in this gaming console? Okay, this is off topic, so we need some cheering up things. So let's begin with file handling. And before that, anyone has any doubt? Let's wait for a few seconds, and let's see any doubt is there. Let me answer those, and then we jump onto the error handling and exception handling. We will start with error handling. Okay, so let's start with error. So first thing first, what is error handling? We need to understand the concept first theoretically, and then we will jump onto the coding part, of course. So I'm using VS Code Python setup. I've already created a app.py, and this all I've already covered in my previous live. So make sure, if you are not aware of this setup or environment and you are seeing it for the first time, you can jump on to my previous video, go through that videos, and once you learn everything from those videos, then from next time jump to live sessions, and then we will code side by side. That is the ultimate goal, to code it side by side. So let's understand what is error handling. So error handling is nothing but a technique. Error handling or exceptional handling. Some of the people or developers or engineers may use exception as a word, or some of them use error as. So it's one and the same, error handling or exception handling. In both the case, we handle errors and edge cases. Exception means edge cases. Okay. So error handling is a technique used to manage runtime errors and prevent program from crashing. So this is the definition. Let me also have the definition in the comment here. Okay, and okay, now I think it is readable on the screen. Okay, error handling is a technique used to manage runtime errors. So might you have heard design time and runtime? There are two things: design time and runtime, or compile time and runtime, and prevent programs from crashing. So if anyone knows what is runtime, can comment in the chat, and let's wait for a few seconds for them to answer. Meantime, those who are joining in middle, make sure you go through this live video from start. I've already explained the phase 2. We are starting with the phase 2. What is phase 2 all about? What we have done in phase 1? What is this journey and roadmap, and why Discord, who I am, and everything in this live from start. Okay. Okay. So there are two terms, runtime and design time, or else we can say compile time and runtime. So runtime is same. Sometimes compile time is also known as design time, and the terminology is different, but it's the one and the same thing. So if you have already know about Java, if you know about C, C++, or else you don't know about anything about programming, so let me explain you what is runtime errors. I'm assuming you all already know what are errors, so I won't be explaining what are errors. I will be explaining the types of errors. For example, in our case, in definition, there is an runtime error, so we will be understanding this. So it's nothing but runtime error means it's nothing but once you execute your program. For example, if I say uh, 10 plus 5, we know the answer, it's 15. So if we are doing 10 plus 5 in programming, for example, in our case, it's Python, I'm doing 10 plus 5. If it's generated the output, we are good. It successfully generated the output. If something went wrong, then it will generate an error. So while time of executing that program, the error is generated. That error is known as runtime error. I hope you understand. Understood? For example, uh, we are trying to add number with a string. There is a string. For example, a string is code with nm, and in that string I'm trying to add 10. So is this possible? You can add number with number, but you can't add string with the number. This is not a valid operation. So at time of execution, an error will generate from Python compiler, and it will stop that program going further on. It won't execute it, means it executed with an error. The output is that error, and that error is known as runtime error. Done. I hope this is the simplest explanation. uh, Okay, now let's jump on to prevent program from scratching. So what is exceptional handling or error handling? So this type of scenario that someone is trying to add string with number, so this is an edge case scenario, this is an exception. Nobody add string with the numbers, we add numbers with the numbers. So this is an exception, and we need to handle each and every scenario in the real world, because we don't know what type uh, what is the user behavior and how they will use our softwares or applications. So we need to handle everything from the code from our side. So that's why this error handling or exceptional handling is to prevent program from crashing. For example, in real world, if you try to do something and your application, or for example this YouTube crashes, then you will be saying, oh, YouTube is not good, I will jump onto some other platform. So in real world, to prevent apps or our websites or any of the software products from crashing, we use error handling or exception handling. I hope this is clear. So let's jump on to the actual codes. Now we are done with the theory and everything, and let's see the codes and other things. Okay, let me quickly jump onto the live chat if there is any comment. Okay. Okay, before jumping onto the error handling, let's also understand this thing, how we take input from the user, how we take user inputs. So let me just write user inputs in Python. How we take user values, a value from the user or anything from the user, and save it in our program, and then utilize those values or data. So it's simple. Let's take a number, or we can take age from anything from the, but right now I'm taking number from uh, a user, and the function is input, and here I will say enter a number, and simply we will be printing that number. So here this number is a variable, and I am asking a user to enter a number with the help of input, and then we are printing this variable. As simple as that, it's nothing here. Let's save it, execute it, and you see enter a number. So let's enter some number here. I like to enter 10. Okay, so this won't work. Then I will jump on to, let me pause this. And there is another way using terminal, because this won't take input, this is the output. If you are you have the same setup as me, if you have watched previous live of me, so we are using a code runner, and it runs on the output screen. So here we won't be able to enter anything. So let's jump onto the terminal, and here we will enter our values. So to run on terminal, we just need to say Python and our file name app, and hit, just type Python space a p and hit tab from your keyboard, and hit enter. So now it is asking enter a number, so our program will execute, and it asks us enter a number. I'm entering 10. If the screen is not that much visible, let me quickly zoom in. Sorry, I hope now it is visible. Okay, and let's hit enter, and it will directly print 10 with the help of this. This is how you take input from the users. Now, what is the type of this number? We should know the type of this number, and this is very much important, because if I try to perform an operation, for an example, let's take let's create a add, and if I try to add this number which user has been or will be entering or providing us, and adding 5 to it, and then if I print add, so what do you think, what will be the output if we enter 10? So this num holds the 10, and then 10 plus 5, the output should be 15. In our case, what we are imagining, let's save it and let me clear the console, and if I execute it and again enter 10 value, you can see there is an error. Why it is an error? And what is the error? So it says type error, and it says can only concatenate string and not integer to string. Means it is saying you are trying to add string with integer, which is not possible, and this is a edge case scenario. We need to handle it whether error handling or exception handling. But here in our case right now, what we can do, we need to convert the num, the 10 which user has been entered, to integer. Why we need to do it? Just by heart this, Python by default take any input as string. If you enter number also, it will take it as a string. If you enter string, it will be taking it string only. So just remember this, Python take input as a string. So after just taking the input from the user, we need to convert it. So let's convert this. How to convert it? We have already learned the typecasting. Yes, no. Let's have num1 equals to, if I say int, and if I pass num, will it work? Let's check it. If there is an error, we will solve it. This is how we need to learn in life. Let's clear the console and execute it, and now I will enter 10, and it again says error. Why? Because this type of type conversion works or not. This works or not. Why it didn't work? It worked. If you concentrate, this is the beginner mistake we all do. We have done the right code, we have take the input from the user, then I am created a new variable. I've converted my previous variable, which is taking string as a value from the user, and converted it into the int. But here I, in my main logic, in my addition logic, here I have never updated those new variable. I need to update my num1 over here, because now it has been converted to int and stored. We have stored into the new variable. So here should be the new variable. And many of time in colleges also I've seen, or in the offline lecture, learners know the what is the solution, what is the code, and in while time of doing haste, they do this type of silly mistakes. So that's why they face error, and then they rethink again and again what mistakes they have done. So now see, if I enter 10, it is perfectly adding 10 plus 5. Simple, as simple as that. But why to do this many stuffs? We can directly convert our input into integer here and here only. We don't need this extra steps. So here just have int and wrap this entire input inside int. So we don't need line number 3. Let me comment line number 3, and here let's again change it to num plus 5, because now we are handling the input and converting it into the int. So our program will be much more easier. And if I again execute, and now if I enter 25, 25 plus 5 is 30. This is how we take value from the user and utilize it. Okay. And if you want to see one example of normal input, like uh, I don't want to add it. Let's have a result over here. Let me quickly just change everything, and uh, okay, and let's save it, clear it, and let's enter a normal string. So I just enter a name. Let me just enter a name. Let me enter nm, and you can see it's nm 5 times. 1 2 3 4 5. We don't have space. I need to have that printing statement properly. Just have this and it will work, but any which ways. So we have taken input as a string, nm as a string, and now you will say how this operation works. If you say addition won't work, yes, addition won't work, but how in Python concatenation multiplication works means in Python, how Python interpret is nm as a string and we are saying into 5 means print that string 5 times. So this only multiplication means star 5 will work. Nothing minus division, nothing will work. So you can try with your own. That is your homework, and let me know what is the error type error you're getting. Okay, so we are done with the user input, and this is all about user input. If you have any doubt, just comment. I will wait for a few seconds, and then we will jump on actual error handling. So because if someone try to uh, add, subtract, divide uh, with string, numbers with string, there is an error and we need to handle it. We need to handle that edge case, we need to handle that exception, and how to handle it in Python, we will be seeing that. So let me quickly jump onto the live chat and let's see if someone has any doubt. Okay, okay, let's now jump to error handling, and let me quickly remove this. Error handling, we are starting, and I now I will be for few seconds I will be quiet and just typing the code. Let's enjoy the code. Okay, I'm done with the code. It's simple, 2 lines of code, but here if you are a real Python developer, it's in the logic wise it's complex. Now you will say what is complex over here. It's simple. You have just created one variable. You're taking you're asking a number from a uh, user, and in Python by default the input is in string, so we are converting that string into integer with the help of int here, and then in print you are saying 100 divided by number. So what is difficult here? So difficult over here is it's the division part. Means 100 divided by 5 is possible, 100 divided by 100 is possible, 100 divided by 1 is possible. Just comment 100 divided by 0 is possible or not. I will wait for your answer. Just comment 100 divided by 0 is possible or not. What if we divide by 0? Yeah, that's what my question is. Division by 0 is possible or not? It's simple. I think third grade or second grade mathematics, if not fourth grade, fifth grade. No. Yes. So division by 100 is not possible. So this is edge case scenario in this program. And that's what the error handling or exceptional handling is all about, to handle this edge case. So how many edge case you can see over here? Once you have guessed it right, I think your name is showing some name and numbers. Okay. Many of you are saying no, no, no. Yes, you are correct. Division by 0 is not possible. This is quickly you can see with the numbers. Yes, you can see. Okay, but what if user enters his name? User enter his name. That type of scenario is being handled. Now you need to think. Oh, okay. If user enters 0, it is taken as a string, then with the help of int function, it has been converted to actual number, means integer. And then 100 divided by 0 is not possible. We have handled that exception. Just for now, for the understanding, you understand this. You take the scenario that you have handled the divisible by 0 is not possible, you handle it. What about if someone enter ABC, your name, their name, any address, anything? User can add anything. You can't predict user behavior, but we can handle much more scenarios. What will happen then if someone enters ABC and hit enter? And ABC can be converted into int first, yes or no. If this is a complex answer, leave it, no need to answer it. And division 100 divided by ABC is possible? No, it's not possible. So this two are the exceptions, the edge case scenario in the real world we need to handle. I'm not sure you have already learned on many YouTube shorts or YouTube or in your college or any Python book that this program divisible by 0, but have you ever have given a thought on this, that can someone enter ABC? So we will handle both of the scenario right now. And to have error handling or exceptional handling, we need three things. So what are the three things we need? Majority we need two things only, but I will comment that things over here. One is try, and let me from here, yeah, now I think it is readable to you all. So first thing first, Python uses try, except, and finally blocks to handle error. This is one line sentence. Blocks to handle error gracefully. So we will be focusing on try and except, and I will be just verbally explaining you what is finally. Okay, so let's start with try. What is try? This three are blocks, so let's focus on two only. Try is a block, except except is a block. So try block, in try block, what we are trying to do, that code will be there. Simple. You just don't need to by heart everything. It's simple. In try block, our logic will be going. What is our logic? We are trying to divide any number. We are trying to divide 100 with any number. Simple. So this is the thing we are trying to do. So let's have the try block. How the code will be seen. Try and colon, and Python is an indented programming language, so we need to indent this. And let me quickly just rearrange everything. Okay, so now this is the program error and everything, red underline, just leave it. We are just understanding and learning try and except block, and we will finish our basic bare minimum code, and then if there is any error we will fix it. Our main agenda is to learn the syntax and how this will, the error and everything we can handle it later on. So this is try block. We are asking user a number, and then we are trying to divide it, and at the same time we are trying to print the output. Simple. This is understandable. Now there is two types of error. There are two types of error. First error is divisible by 0 is not possible. You all well said it in the comment. You all know that 100 can't be divided by 0. But the second what I talked about is ABC. That is the error for the line number 5 only. We are asking for numbers, integers. In Python we are asking for numbers or integers. So Python by default take ABC as an input because it takes string as an input. It tried to convert that ABC into integer, which is not possible, and that error is known as value error. That error is known as value error. So we will handle value error first, and then we will handle division by 0. Why we will handle value error first? Because we are not sure what input the user is trying. They can try with their name, address, phone number, xyz. So first we need to handle value error. So how to handle it? We need to have the exception block, and then we can directly say value error, and see, you can see it is an inbuilt to Python. This type of error is inbuilt to Python, and then we can simply print, and in print, inside print, we can say please enter a number. We can say please enter a number, or else we can say please enter number only. So let's and now the second exception is simply you all already know and well said it, that is zero division error. If you are not knowing, this is zero division error, which in mathematics division by zero is not possible. So this is also inbuilt to Python. And you can also create your own exceptions also. These are inbuilt value error or zero division error. These are inbuilt, but you can have your own also. How to create your own, we will seeing with one of the example. And here simply we need to write cannot divide by zero, or division by zero is not possible. So cannot divide by zero. Simple. This is the whole basic code, very few minimal lines of code. Let's save it and hope my console below is visible, and let's execute this Python and let's enter ABC first. Let's enter ABC first and see now the error won't come. The value error, any red line is not there. It simply says please enter number only. It simply says please enter number only. In this way we have successfully handled the exception or error handling. So we have handled the error. Let's rerun again and let's try to enter 0. And you all know division by 0 is not possible, so it will say cannot divide by 0. So we also handle the second type of exception. But now we need to see, if I enter 50, if I enter 10, will it print an actual value, means 100 divided by 50 or 100 divided by 10? Will it do a division, a normal division or not? So let's execute it third time and I will enter 50 and let's see the output, which is 2. Simple. So everything is working, and if you want uh, colon or space, or you can have slash n over here. So the input yeah, this is looking a bit messier, that there is no space or anything. So you can have space or something slash n, it will take the value on the new line, or slash t, a tab space, and so on. Done. Is there any doubt in this topic? Just clear it right here, right away, because that is the ultimate goal of learning life. I will be waiting for few seconds for you all to type your doubts in the comment section. Okay. Done. Then let's jump on to other examples. And also we need to see the finally block. Okay. Let me quickly jump onto the live chat. If is there any doubt? Okay, so I hope this topic is clear to you all, because I can't see any of the doubt. And if is any, make sure you join my Discord. The link is in the live chat, and there we can connect one on one. So let's comment everything. We're done with this part, and now we are going to see two things in the next example. First, creating our own exception, because here we have already used the inbuilt one. I've shown you the value error, which is inbuilt error exceptions and zero division error. Then an ample of there, you can just Google it out. I can't uh, just cover everything in this live. And let's see one real case scenario also in exception and handling. So let's try. Let me have try, and I will be doing an ATM withdrawal one, because this can happen in the real world. So this is a real world example. Second thing, we will see finally block in it, and third thing, we will handling and creating our own exceptions. So three things in this one code. So make sure you understand this fully. Okay. Let me. Okay. I was replying someone in the Discord. Okay, try. So here, in ATM scenario, you go to the ATM and you try to withdraw some amount. So let's have that int, and of course input, and we can say enter a withdrawal amount, enter a withdraw withdrawal L amount, and colon and space, simple. You can also add any currency you want, and simple. Here I'm just, because this is a real world scenario, so we need to have each and every logic over here. So first logic is, if you have 10,000 in your bank account, you can't withdraw more than 10,000. Means you can't withdraw 10,001 rupees, or 10,500, 10,000, 11,000, 20,000, 1 lakh. You can't withdraw more than 10,000. So first logic should be, if amount is greater than your balance. If amount is greater than your balance. So first let's create that balance variable here above, and have a basic balance. So let's have 5,000 in our bank account. Simple. So we have 5,000 in your bank account, and then we are trying to withdraw some of the money. And here is the condition: if amount is greater than balance, then what will happen? Simple, raise an exception. Simply raise an exception. Raise an exception. And what will be that exception? If amount is greater than your balance, if you're trying to withdraw more than your balance, what will be the exception? Insufficient balance. Agreed or not? If you try to withdraw 10 lakhs and you have 10,000, what will happen then? It is insufficient balance, of course, and exclamation. This is a type of exception we have created. It's not inbuilt. I have created raise exception. Simple. Now, what will happen if balance is equals to amount? What will happen? What what will happen? Can we if we have 5,000 in bank account, can I withdraw 5,000? Yes or no? Quickly in the comment section, because this is two-way. Agreed. This is two-way, not one way. This is two-way. I am teaching, you are answering, you are understanding. This is two-way learning. So if balance equals to amount, if for example you have 5,000 in your bank account and you withdraw 5,000, what will happen then? is withdrawal will happen or not? Can you withdraw everything from your bank account from an ATM? My simple question is that. And if you don't know the answer, yes, you can. If you have 5,000, you can withdraw 5,000. But at that time, we need to print the remaining balance also. Yes. So what is the remaining balance? We need to print it. As simple as that. And I will be using this curly braces in Python to print anything inside the string, because my balance is an integer and there is no concatenation possible of string and integer. So inside double quotes, we need to use this, and this is known as interpolation. We use curly braces. Inside that curly braces, you can pass your variable. As simple as that. Simple. If the full code is not visible, now I think it should be visible. Okay. So this is also a one way. Then again, what else can happen? What else can happen? What else there we have created our own exception over here. Means if the amount is greater than balance, you have 5,000 and you are trying to withdraw 6,000, then we have already created an exception. Let's handle it exception, and we need to handle it as E. I am handling at E. You can name it whatever you want, leaving the word exception. And here in print, we have already said that insufficient balance, but here in print we can say error, and we need to simply do that interpolation again, and that E will be raised. That exception, and this is acting as an exception variable, and we are passing that here. So if the amount is greater than balance, it will say error colon and E, and insufficient balance will be printed. Done. And at the end, as I've already said, finally we will be seeing finally here, and what is the use of finally we will understand. So in print, we can say thank you for using our ATM. Thank you for using our ATM. And that's it. And we can say also transaction session closed or something else. So we are making this program a user friendly. Transaction session closed. Simple. Let's save it and clear our console. And now let's go through our entire program again, and then I will run and we will create an exception and also other things. So we have a balance of 5,000. Then in try block, we are doing amount. We are asking the amount, enter the amount you want to withdraw. And now we are handling the exceptions. If user tries to withdraw 6,000, we are saying raise exception, and the exception we are raising is insufficient balance. This is a exception we have been created. There is no inbuilt Python exception such as insufficient balance. Then on the number 19th, there might be a scenario, the user want to withdraw everything. If it's try to withdraw everything, for an example, we have 5,000, we are trying to withdraw 5,000. Of course it can be withdraw, and there should be a proper addressing to it. So we are saying withdrawal successful, remaining balance, and we are printing the remaining balance. Okay. And but we haven't uh, handle if someone tried to remove 2,000. If someone tries to remove 2,000 from 5,000, so yes, this is the right and valid scenario. If I try to remove 2,000 from 5,000, the ultimate balance should be 3,000. So we need to handle it also. So simply I just add minus sign over here, and this simply means balance equals to balance minus amount. So the amount is, we are trying to withdraw 2,000, the balance is 5,000. 5,000 minus 2,000 is 3,000, and that 3,000 again will be stored into balance itself. That's why in short this is written as balance minus equals to amount, and this I've already explained into my second live of the phase 1. Make sure you watch that. There is a complete playlist I've created, so you can also visit CodeWithNM YouTube and go to the playlist, and there is first playlist only. and here we are raising the exception, and we are handling that exception over here. And then finally, irrespective of the success and failure, it will be printed. Everything inside finally will be executed. That means now let's execute our code. Python a, and it says enter a withdrawal amount. So first we will enter 2000, and let's see. So withdraw successful. Remaining balance, it says 2000. So we have entered 2000. Our balance is 5000. So 5000 minus 2000 should be 3000. It says 2000 only, and thank you for using our ATM. Transaction section closed. So everything went well, but here I have doubt why it printed 2000. If anyone knows, you can comment. I will be waiting for your comments. Sir, Claude will do all this in seconds. What is use of learning? Sarkat Chaudhary, if I'm pronouncing your name right. Uh, if you are so okay, if you are in college, or if you are new to programming world, let me answer this quickly, and then I will be continuing this. I think those who think in this way spend much more time on Instagram, because in interview you won't get a Claude or Chat GPT or Gemini or DeepSeek or Bard for your interview. If you're seeking your career as a software engineer, so you need to learn programming and know all this stuffs. So what do you think? The interview will come and give you Claude, and then they will ask you question, and you will ask that same question to Claude, and Claude will answer this. This is a bubble, and I think this is a myth that AI will help you in the real world. In MNCs, they won't provide us the AI. You need to code and create the logic. And if you think simple creating a website, simple creating a backend API will get you with the help of Claude, you will get plays and get a package of crores or lakhs. You need to come out of this mindset, my friend, because AI won't help you to get yourself place. AI also can't help you to be on your job. You need to have logic, you need to have coding skills and everything, because in real world, that's what the Instagram and then other YouTube channels have created a bubble of this Claude and everything, that it can create it in seconds, it can do. Go and ask them, have they worked as a software engineer in any of the company, at least in startup also, sorry. If they work, they know AI won't help us any there. If you are working for a startup who is coming up with some project with the help of an AI, mark my words, they are not going anywhere in future. Because in real world, there are for example, like this complete airport system or your ATM or banking system, there is an AI for end user to help them out. There is an AI to help them out in user experience, like canceling the ticket, booking their ticket, getting in PNR and update, not coding. Because our lives depend on real, you make sure your life is safe, and it's in hand of humans. So if a AI is flying your plane, you won't be sitting inside that flight, I think. If a human pilot is flying your plane, you're confident enough to sit in that. In the same way, in real world, as a software engineer, we are the engineers who are building the systems, and you using that system, and you're safe. WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta, YouTube, that's all the end user application. Google Cloud, AWS, Kubernetes, Docker engineers, software engineers have been and had been created this type of softwares. Today's world are built on this softwares using Kubernetes, Docker. I'm talking about cloud technology, and there are other technologies using this technologies like GitHub today worlds is using this tool set to create their application, and this all has been created by software engineers, not AI. So come out of this mindset, my friend. Just writing code and everything with the help of AI will help you in the college, but it won't help you to get place. I just want to say you that. And it's completely on the learners who want to learn software engineering from scratch, or else they want to learn from Claude, and that's all. I'm sure the person who is learning from scratch will be getting place with lakhs of package in MNCs, and person who are depending on the cloud and everything, they are in just running around the bush. They won't be getting themselves placed anywhere, because I have created multiple AIs and chatbots and other stuffs. This is end user, this communicating with end user, that's it, nothing else. It's just communicating with the end user. The If you in real world, they won't allow you to open any application also. In MNCs, they will give you a system which is a very control system. Even many browser websites is being blocked, and if you try to access those, it will automatically trigger a mail to the admin, and they will mail your manager that you are trying to access those stuffs. Okay, so that's what. So I don't think you can access cloud and everything. And if you are learning and depending on the cloud and GPT or any other AI, you won't get yourself placed first of all, so you won't get a chance to work in MNC. So rest is history. Okay. Okay, let's jump on to this. Okay, let me clear the console. Let's try with exceptions. We have 5,000. Let me enter 6,000, and let's see. Yes, say insufficient balance means our own created exceptions is working well. And then the finally, because the finally block will be print. Is there any exception or error, or it run successfully? But the finally block will be executed in any of the scenario. So it's again say thank you for using our ATM, transaction session closed, and of course our handling of the error is perfectly well. And let's see the other scenario. If we try to uh, withdraw everything, means we have 5,000, we are withdrawing 5,000, it's a withdraw successfully, the remaining balance is 0. Okay, and let's again clear the screen, and let's withdraw 500, and let's see, it's correctly showing our balance is 4,500, because the ultimate balance is 5,000 here, and we have removed 500. So this is complete about error handling. We are done with the error handling or exceptional handling. It's one and the same. If you have any doubt, you can ask me right here, right now. Okay, let's take 5 minutes, and let's wait for the questions from you. Just throw questions to me. I love to solve the questions or debug in real life. I am a problem solver. Okay, so we have done with the topic exceptional handling or error handling, and let's move on to the next topic, which is very interesting topic. With the help of Python, we can manipulate a file in our or else files in our system. For example, with the help of Python, I can create HTML file. With the help of Python file handling, I can create CSS, JS, or whatsoever. With the help of Python file handling, I can create a React project itself. I just need to have every setup and everything in my app.py, and it will generate the HTML, CSS, and whatsoever you want to create. Even it can create a new Python file also. So file handling is an must to have topic, must to learn to topic. And of course, if you are not aware of power of file handling, what we can achieve with it, let's see. And let's start with file handling. So again, first thing first, what is file handling? It's a very simple and basic question, if you are aware of. So simple, file handling in Python is nothing but is a process of creating, handling, or else we can say reading, writing, and updating any file in our system with the help of Python file handling program. Simple. So now why file handling is important is it's simple. First thing first, it stores data. We can manipulate our data, update our data, create our data inside a file in any form which our programs require or which we want. Simple. Or else what I have said, with the file handling in Python, we can also create HTML, CSS, JS, Java, C, or Python, different Python file with different program itself. Okay. So we have seen this error handling banking one. The here is the output in the terminal itself. So once I've closed this VS Code, this output will be gone. So instead of the output uh, losing this output, we can store this output into a file. For just for easy example, let's take text file, txt file. So we can store this output in our text file. In this way, we won't lose our executed data. This is executed data. This is the executed data. We won't lose our executed data. Simple. So this is the simplest example of file handling. But we will be seeing complex one. We will be creating an HTML or else another Python file. Okay. I hope the you all understand what is file handling. Let's jump into it and let's see the syntax and how to read a file, how to create a file, how to modify a file in Python. Simple. Let me quickly switch to live chat also. Okay. The people discussing among themselves in live chat, which is good. This is all about creating code with an M family. Okay. So before jumping into code directly, let's take an edge case scenario. Not edge case. Let's take a simple one. First you need to get what is file handling, and then we will see the other example also. So let's talk about student management system. It's very simple. What is student management system? We can save the student name, roll numbers, subject score, percentage, xyz. So I don't want to complex it. Let's store the student name only. Okay. So how to do it, how to store student name? So first thing first, let's create a first variable. Let's name that variable as file. Simple. Let's name the variable as files. Okay. Why I'm not going very speed, because in fast way I need to make sure that you understand that concept, or else I can go very fast in this. And also, uh, people are joining the live. They are not, the half of few of them are commenting in the live chat, few of them are commenting in the Discord, and of course I can see many of you are messaging me in Discord. Being live, I can't reply in each and every platform. After ending my live, I will be replying each and every one of you. So please be patient, and uh, let's be together in the live and learn many things. Okay, so open. I'm just doing the basic code first, and then I will be explaining to you all. So enjoy the code. Done. So I've written 4 lines of code, and it's all on my created variable file. You can see open, you can see write, you can see close. Each and everything I will be explaining to you all. So first thing first, to work with files in Python, we first need to open that file. Yes, without opening any file you can't do anything. For just let's take an example. You are editing an Word file, or you are editing an or creating an PowerPoint PPT, or you are opening an Excel, or in our case we are working with TXT, means document text file. So without double clicking, means double click opens that file. Without opening that file we can't do anything. So that's why the open command is being used in Python. This is the easiest and simplest explanation to us to remember, that each and every time we work with file handling we need to open that file, as simple as that. So I've opened, and I've named that file as students.txt. So what this open command will do, it has two functionalities. First, if that file exists, it will open it. If that file exists, for example student.txt exist, it will open it. Or else if it doesn't, it will create that student.txt. What it will do, it will create that student.txt. So in our case we only have app.py and nothing here, so it will create student .txt. Where it will create, because we don't have any address, so it will create this students.txt, where that app.py has been stored. In my case it's stored in D drive, CodeWithNM Python. So inside Python I have app.py, so inside Python only it will create that students.txt. If you want to create on a specific location, you need to provide an address. For example, here I can say d colon slash whatever whatever the address you want to create that file. Understood? Simple. Now what is W? I need to open this file in write mode. This W is write mode. Write mode means I want to write something into that file. That's why I'm opening that file, but I'm opening that file in write mode. There are multiple modes also. So one is write, we will be seeing the other one is read, and there are much more, but I won't be covering everything in this live. uh, the session nodes, I will be providing the session nodes here in the Discord, and here you can find all those things from here. After each and every live I provide the detail level of nodes in Discord, in a proper format, so you can go through that. It is in a PDF format, so you can open it in your mobile phone also, mobile device also. Okay, let's jump onto the file handling. So line number 2, that line of code, now you got it. What is open, why I have written student on txt, and what is W over there. Now if we are opening that file which will be created with the help of open, inside, in the write mode, inside that we need to write something. So with the help of write function, now I'm working with the file itself because that is a variable. So file holds this students.txt. So file.write, and I want to write my name Nilesh inside it with a slash n. What will slash n do? After having Nilesh in text file, we hit enter. So that is the enter, means it will go to the new line. What will go to the new line? This blinker. See, you can see the white blinking, that is cursor itself. So the slash n, with the how we hit enter in any of the places to go to the next line, slash n do the same thing, it will go to the new line. So in next it will find file.write Moria, that is my last name. So it will write MAURYA there, and then again it will find a slash n, means the cursor will go to the new line. And once everything is done, we need to close that file. We need to close that file. That's why file.close. And let's save this program and execute it. I will run it, and let's you just focus on this app.py down here. Students.txt should be created. So let's run. See, student.txt has been created, and let me open that. See, Nilesh, MAURYA, and you can also see this 3. Why this 3 has come? That our cursor is ended on new line. Why? Because here after Moria, after my last name, we can see a slash n, and with the help of that slash n here in txt, it ended. Let me quickly zoom in. It ended here. That's why we have 3. Or else if we don't have that slash n, VS Code should open this file like 1 and 2. But we have that slash n, that's why it ended on 3 without having anything. As simple as that. Understood? Okay. So this we have checked with the opening that file manually. If you don't want to open that file manually, how we can check that this file has been created? Yes, we can see it has been created, but what is the content inside it? So this is where the read mode uh, came into picture. So I will be doing the same code, but instead of here we have opened that file in the write mode, I will be opening that file in the read mode, and let's see what happens. The code will be the same, and here it will have open double quotes, same students.txt, the extension is important of that file, and here R is the read mode. I'm opening that file in the read mode, and then we'll have one variable, and that variable will holding all the datas from this file student.txt, and we will be saying read, we will calling the read function, simply read. And after that, what it will do, this read function, it will go inside the open this file, go inside this file, it will read everything, and it will copying that data to our variable. Our variable name is data itself, and then now data has everything. I will simply printing this data. Our job is done. No, don't forget to close the file. If you open the file, you need to close the file. So file dot close, done. Let's save it, clear the console, and execute it. You can see it's Nilesh with the help of slash n Moira. Simple. This is how you create a file with the help of write command, write anything inside that file, and also open that file in a read mode and read the data inside that file and check it. So we don't need to manually go into student.txt and open it and see the content. We can use this line, this few lines of code to check that file has been created. If that student.txt won't exist in read mode, it will say file doesn't exist. It will generate an error. Simple. Understood? Understood, understood. Any doubt, quickly in the comment section. I will wait for a few seconds, and then we'll jump on to the next part. Okay, we can also minimize this 4 lines of code into few lines. Let me quickly comment this. There are other ways also. We can say with and open the same thing, student dot txt, comma, I want to open it into the read mode, simple, and we can say as file, and here the same thing I will be doing, data equals to file dot read, and simply then coming outside of this with, how I know I'm inside, because of this tab space, this indentation. So I will be hitting one enter, backspace, it should be line with, so I'm outside the with, and then I will be printing that data. Now this is unnecessary new line, so I will just removing that, this 3 lines of code. Let's save it, clear the console, and if I execute it, see, it generated the same output. So instead of having this 4 lines of code, we can have this 2 lines of or 3 lines of code, as simple as that. This I break down for you to understand how to read a file, open a file, and this is the a bit complex, but it's very easy to in terms of programming, because code complexity, the number of lines reduced. Okay, and here with the help of with, we don't need to close the file, it automatically handles it. Here we need to file dot close, this is file dot close, but here we are not using it. Okay, Python closes it automatically, we don't need to do it, because this file dot close, we are closing it manually, means we are coding it, but here Python take care of everything. So this is much better version if you are dealing with file handling. Okay, let me quickly switch to the live chat. Okay. Okay, if you understand the file handling, let's see one real case scenario. Let me comment everything, and now I will be complexing it. What we will do for real case scenario, we will be using error handling, exceptional handling with file handling, and let's see how programs goes on. So I will be directly jumping try, and we will be asking name of the student, of course. Name is by it should be in string format, so I will be directly using input, enter your name, simple, and space, and of course let's ask their uh, scores. So it should be in form of integer, so I'm directly converting it into the integer, and enter your mark, and I'm just making it user friendly, that's addressing it this, they need to enter between 0 to 100. This is just for the clarification for the user, and we are done with the inputs, and let's have our conditions that your score or your percentage cannot be less than 0. Of course, nobody can get negative markings in percentage, of course, or in the scores, and of course nobody can get more than 100 also. So this is our first scenario, means this is our exception. Nobody can get below 0, nobody can get beyond 100, of course. So we will raise an exception. This is all we have already seen. And here in exception we can say uh, so must be between 0 to 100, let's say. Yeah, that makes sense also. I was thinking what statement we need to have a sensible statement over here. So your score must be between 0 to 100, of course. Done. And okay, so this is an exception we have created. Now I will be introducing the file handling over here. So let's create a file, and let me name that file as we already have students txt. So let's overwrite it. We will append that. We will also see the append over here. I will be opening that in append mode. Append means updating that file, and now I will be writing inside that file. What we can say is we can write student name and their score, of course. So let's use f, and I will be calling name, and we need to have a space or anything. So for the template, I'm using a hyphen or a dash, and then the score. And this is how it will be appending student name and their score inside our student.txt file. Simple. And also for the beautification of the output, I am just having the /n over there. Means go on to the new line. Let's print some useful message, because on our terminal, once a user enter their name and score, there will be nothing on the terminal and they won't get anything. So we need to print record saved successfully. Done. Now this is done. Let's handle our exception as e. We have already done this, we have already seen this. And let's print f again, and e. Before that we can say error and simple. We have already seen this code. And before this exception, maybe someone tried to enter their score first, and then they are so this is not an issue if they enter their score, because it will be by default be string. But if they try to enter 123 or percentage or anything inside their score, so this is an issue, and that issue we have already discussed. It's an value issue, so we need to handle that too. So except value error, and we can say print, simply print. We have already seen this, and we can say must be number. Okay, done. Let me jump to the live chat if any query and doubt. If not, then I will be jumping to simply the final part. If there is any failure or success, this block will be executed every now and then. So inside this also, I'm complicating this code. Inside this also we can have try and except. So here we need to have file close, of course, because we have opened the file. So ultimately, that's why finally block will be executed in any scenario. That's why I'm using file dot close inside finally block. Okay, and here I will printing file closed successfully, let's say that, and missing the double quotes. Done. File closed successfully. And here in exception, so there is no exception over here, because if file is closed it will be closed and we are printing file is closed. I'm just making a complex code for you all to understand that this type of code can also be there. And in exception we are saying pass. There is no exception, so we need to exit from that block, so we are saying pass it, means leave it, execute it. There will be no output, no exception in finally block. And let's say program ended, we are ending a program. Simple. So here what we are doing, here we are taking asking a name and we are asking their score, and if condition we have created our exception, we handle it. Then we are opening students.txt file in append mode, we are writing their name and score, means we are updating that file. We already have student.txt and we are printing record.save, and we have value error and exceptions, and finally this. So let's save it, clear the console and execute it. So I need to execute this on terminal because there is Python A and enter your name. Let's enter English 0 to 1. Let's say 90. We score 90 and it says record saved successfully, file closed successfully, program ended, means line number 25 was printed and it jumped on directly finally part because there were no exceptional. And if you want to see, I just manually open the file. You can see in Elish-90 it's already appended the file, updated the file. If let's change one thing over here is that if you want to override the file, if you want to override the file, we need to just have w over here. Now it will rewrite everything on that file, means it will remove everything inside it and it will write new things into the file. Append means if there is any data already there, it won't remove that data, it will add new data after existing data. Simple. So if I have w over here, let's save it and clear the console. If I once again run it, let's change the name to Raul. Let's say Raul, and Rahul has scored, let's say again 90. Same thing. Let's see everything is gone, only Rahul 90 is there. So make sure if you want to update the records in existing file and you have already previous data in there, make sure you open the file in append mode. If you want to remove all the data, you just can open into write mode. Simple. Now let's see the exceptions one. So let's execute this file again. Name, let's say my name, and uh, I will enter my surname instead of score, and let's see, it says yes, it says because it jumped to the value error, it should be number. I have entered a string over here, and let's clear the screen and rerun it again, and let's have my name only, and let's try to enter negative value -1, and let's see it says error. This is the error, we have created our own error, we have handled our own exception, and it says their score must be between 0 to 100. And let's also check the scenario for more than 100. So I'm again executing this, entering my name, and let's say 101, and it again jump onto this. And if you open your txt student.txt, only Rahul 90 is there, no new data has been added. So let's now enter our normal execution. Again I will have my name over here and I will say I've scored 95 and the record says successfully, file close and program ended. Let's jump on to this thing, and due to write it overrided the Rahul's record only. So let me correct that. Let me have a append over here, and I just want my uh, records over there and also Rahul's record over there. So let's rerun this, and now I will have Rahul and let's say 90. And now if you visit to student.txt, you can see Nilesh 95 and Rahul 90 is there, because append means updating that file, keeping the existing data and adding the new data. Right over there means it will overwrite everything inside this. This is how you use file handling in Python. So this is I've just given you complex example, file handling plus exceptional handling. This is the code. We can also manipulate HTML file also. How we can do it? We can open a file and name that file as index.html, and we can open it into the write mode if you are creating it new, and that file dot write, and you need to provide the HTML code over here. You need to provide HTML code over here. So let's see that also, but it won't be in proper alignment of the HTML. It will be in single line. The output will be in a single line. Let me clear everything and let me comment those, and we quickly see that example, and then we will jump on to the next topic, which is modules and packages. So let me have file over here equals to open, and I will be very quick in this index.html. That I already told we can handle these things. So I just don't want to have the close and everything, so let me have this open as file. We have already seen this how to. Here I just given you how to do it, but if this is complex, I will do it in the old fashioned way. Simple, I will do it in this way. And let's have file dot write, and here we will have the HTML code. HTML open, HTML close. Sorry, this comes here, and then directly I'm having a body over here, and of course body, and here we say h1. Inside h1 we will pass some text to render on our screen. So let's say code with nm, and we are done. And of course we need to close our file. Simple, we are closing our file. Let me quickly jump onto the live chat if any issue, any error you want to discuss with me. Okay. Okay, let's save it and execute this. It should generate index.html with all this data. So let me execute it. It says something, what it says: syntax error, unterminated string literals detected at line 1. Now what does this means? If you have any idea about this error, you can comment it right away. I will wait for 5 seconds, and then I will be explaining this to you all and fixing this, and then we can see the HTML output. This is interesting. This is the power of learning live. We can interact and clear our doubts right away, and if you have your knowledge on this, you can also answer this. Let's see who knows this. What is the error and how to fix it? It's simple. It's the error is simple. I will wait for 5 seconds. If there is error in the code and you are solving it, means you are learning something. If you just copy paste the code and you are generating the output and you are celebrating, that means you are not becoming a software engineer. You should pray that I should get thousands, hundreds of error in my code, because fixing them, and then you will know what are the error, what type of error, and how you fix it, and you are upgrading yourself and becoming a software engineer. That's why I'm happy if error comes in my code. From the start of my college days, I'm happy if something breaks in my code, because fixing that's what makes you a problem solver. I will wait for your comments. Let me quickly switch to live chat. Okay, I can see people are messaging me on Discord. Just bear with me. After ending this live, I will be sharing the session notes, and I will be but sure replying to you all on Discord too. Okay, okay. Let me just fix this code. I just replied few of you. Okay. So syntax error, and it says here is the issue. We have already seen simple programs like here. Yes. And the first one here is the same thing in double quotes. I have my name and slash n. So if you are saying have slash n over here, will fix everything. Let's see. Let's clear it and execute it. See what happened. It fixed it, and it already created an index.html. If I clicked on this file, you can see HTML body, h1 code with nm and everything. If I open this HTML file also, this is a real HTML file. See in h1, and it's there only in inside Python in index.html. Yes. So the issue was the slash n, means this file dot write should be end on the new line. That's what the actual issue was. So just having that slash n in the place fixes everything, as simple as that. So in this way we have seen a simple program in file handling like this. We have learned about write, we have learned about the reading the files, we have also learned about how to have text data in student.txt file, how to records the data. We have also seen a real case scenario with a complex example, and of course that example consists of combination of two things: file handling and error handling. With those two topic we have already covered. And of course, if we want to manipulate or create other types of file, not just txt, like index.html, css, javascript, you can do in the same way like here I've done on the line number 42 to 44. So let's take a 5 minutes break, and after 5 minutes, it's now I think 5:58. I will be back at 10:03, and then we will be starting with modules and package. So how to import modules and package, this is very much important, because once you learn this module and package, in later on when once we start with data analyst or data science ml, there we will be utilizing many packages, many modules. And also in modules and packages, I will be creating my own modules and packages, and how to utilize them in our code. We will be learning that after 5 minutes. So I will be back now. It's 9:59. We'll be back at 5 minutes. 10:04. Meantime, if you have any doubt and query, you just comment in the live chat. And of course, I've just pasted two links. One link is the Discord link, and the second one is of my CodeWithNM website, where you can find the free stuffs and free content, free source code, and of course the MCQs and examination, how pattern and everything is in roadmap, completely free. So make sure you join the Discord and visit the CodeWithNM and learn about me and give the quiz. I will be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. And let's start with, without wasting a time, let's start with module and package, which is the last topic of today's life. I know it's more than 2 hours, and but this is a very much important topic while being and becoming a Python developer, and not just the becoming a Python developer, but also in data analyst. You need to use this in data science. You need to all this exception handling, error handling, and of course file handling, and now the modules and package. So this will help you out up till becoming an AI engineer. So this all the base, this are all the roots, and root should be strong for a tree to grow and give a fruit. So let me clear everything over here, and let's start with, let me comment this also and break down it to readable parts. This is a very big definition of modules and package. So modules and package in Python: file containing reusable code, functions, variables, classes. Just leave the classes. I have not touched the oops concept. In oops we will learn about the classes. Up till now just understand functions and variable. Also we have not touched functions, but I think you are already aware what are functions. And package is a collection of relatable modules organized in a folder to make a large project easier to manage. In example, module is a set of function variables which have a certain set of logics, and this n number of types of modules inside one uh, project or a one folder is known as package. As simple as that. So this is the English written definition about modules and package. Let's start and jump into the code, and let's actually see what is module and package. So first thing first, we will be using already existing modules in Python. We will be learning how to import them and use them in our code, and then after that we will be creating our modules. Okay, so it's simple. The word is import, and I will be using the basic one. It's math, and here I directly printing math dot sqrt. There are n numbers of function inside math method inside the math. You can once you hit math dot, you can see all those here. This all the VS Code is suggesting are inside the math module, and I am interested in sqrt. So let's say sqrt, which is square root, and we will be seeing a square root of 25. Okay, as simple as that. So let's save it, clear the console. You already know the answer. It should be 5, and it says 5. So this is how we imported existing module in our code. This is in Python, and printed one of the method and use it in our code. So this is as simple as that. The math is the module. Inside that module, we have sqrt method, and sqrt means removing the square root of any number. So we have removed the square root of 25. Let's see another example. For example, if you want to print the uh, value of pi, so it's simply pi, mat.pi, and let's save it, clear the console, and execute it. You see the value of pi printed over here. Simple. This is one of the module we have imported. Let's see the another module. I'm just going through how the import works in Python and how we import the modules. Let's now see the random module, and inside random, random means random. How I can explain the random, but with an example we can see random dot, there is one function of method of random is this, and we can say let's print any random numbers between 1 to 10. That's what this code is all about. Let's save it and clear the console and execute it. You can see it printed 2. If you again execute it, it will print 3, 5, 7, 9, anything but between 1 to 10. So let's execute it again and see. Now it printed 9. It is random, so it is printing random integer. This RANDINT means random integer between 1 to 9. Simple. This is another module we have in Python, And there are multiple ways we can use them, like I'm using in import random and then printing and using the entire method inside the print statement. Let's see another example how we can uh, use in other forms, like from mat. Let me take the mat example only. From mat means from that module import sqrt, and now we can directly use sqrt and we can pass the values, like I want to remove the square root of 36. Let's save it and run, and you can see the answer is 6. The square root of 36 is 6. So this is also one of the way you can use, or else you can import mat and then mat dot sqrt. We have seen in the already we have seen. Okay, so this is how you use already existing modules, how we import them in Python. Let's create our own. Let's create our first module. So I won't be doing that here. I will be creating a new file, clicking on this new file, and I will be saying that calculator. Let's say a calculator, and it should be a Python file. So calculator.py. Okay, and inside this we will be doing a simple addition program. What will we be doing? A simple addition program. How addition works? So now this will be a bit of functions and everything. So just see the code. I will be explaining in my next slide what is function and everything. So just see the code. Just I am writing my own module here. I means taking two numbers and adding. I don't like this a and b, so I will be a bit professional and saying num1 and num2 and adding num1 and num2 and returning them. I will be explaining you all this in my next live, once we will be doing the detail explanation in live video about the functions. So just for here in this example, I've created my own module. Now I've created my own module, I need to import that module. So import, let's see, import, and our file name is calculator. So import calculator, and now print, inside print we can say calculator dot, we have created add function over there, add method over there we can say, or else function we have created a function, and then we need to pass two numbers. So let's pass 10 comma 20, and let's save it and clear the console and execute it. You can see the output 30. So we don't have any logic over here, that is inside the calculator. The calculator is our module. We can also write in this way: from calculator import add, and then this is not required. We can remove this and save it, clear the console. Let's pass some other values, and 60, and it will give us 100. Okay, I didn't save the program, sorry, my bad. Now it gives the 100. Done. So this is how you import the existing modules. This is how you create your own modules and use it in other various Python programs. Okay, if you won't get the content of the calculator, in the next live I will be jumping onto the OOS concept, and after that we will be jumping onto the functions and everything, and then you will be understanding the calculator and py. Don't worry, I will be retouching this calculator to py, and we will be creating much more complex module from our own. We can create the complete calculator in one module, in our own module, and then we can utilize in the other Python programs. Done. There is, if any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. We'll wait for a few seconds, and then we can jump onto the next topic. But before jumping onto the next topic, let me ask you all this. Up till now we have seen the exception handling, error handling, that is clear. You can comment that. The second topic was a file handling, and we have seen the combination of the file handling and exception handling with the real case scenario, the real edge case scenarios, and we have beautifully handled them. And then we have jumped onto the modules. So up till here everything is clear. So what I'm planning is, I won't be jumping onto the packages in this live. Once you understand the content of the calculator.py, means you understand how, what are classes, what is oops concept, how to create classes and handle the parameters and everything, which will be in my next live. I will be explaining those things in my next live. After that, after learning that, then we will come back to our calculator.py, and not just this 2 lines of code. I will be creating a complex code, and that time I will be also creating packages. What is packages? Simple. uh, Many modules under one hood is known as package. So we will be seeing package at that time. So up till now, if you have any doubt, I will wait for a few seconds, and just wait for your doubts. Just throw your doubts towards me, and I will love to clear your doubts. Understand, I will just brush up once and practice. If any doubt, I will ask you on the Discord. Sure. No worries, no worries. So hope this video, this live is very much clear to you all the detailed session notes I will be providing in the Discord, with the MCQ question will be uploaded on my side, which is CodeWithNM. Once you understand this all topic, you just need to come onto the codewithnm.com. You need to jump onto the quiz, and here you will find all the quiz. Once you're confident enough about error handling, exceptional handling, file handling and modules, you can come over here and answer them. And before that, you just need to go through my Discord. There I will be providing you all the session notes and all the practice questions, because we have seen the basic questions in this live, and one real world scenario problems. But I will be posting ample of things in Discord here. Like I've just shared all the session notes in the Discord, and of course in weekly challenge I post all the bonus challenges or hands-on knowledge, hands-on coding challenges over here. So once you solve these hands-on coding challenges, and of course on coming on the code with NM quizzes, you solve this, you are confident enough on error handling, exceptional handling, and file handling and modules. So this is a roadmap. I've created an ecosystem for you all. This is a system for you all to become a Python developer. And not just, this channel is not about just Python, data science, data uh, analyst and ML, AI. I will be jumping into the cloud technology, Node.js, Next.js, React.js, Angular, full stack development, MERN, mean, and everything. But I've started with Python. Slowly we will jump onto those topics. This is more than 1 year goal. Then I will be touching everything. Everything will be live. Everything will be free. Of course, this quiz is free. The Discord is free. Connecting with me one on one is free. Clearing your doubt and just sitting with me and communicating about your roadmap, your career, building your resume, everything is completely free of cost. Because many of you ask me now and then on Instagram, are this a paid course? No, it is completely free. Learning is free, and I think education should be free, and resources of education should be free. Okay. So I'm done with the today's topic. And in Discord, please make sure you join the Discord, because in Discord there are announcements and everything. So before learning everything from the YouTube, I just post many things in the Discord, and you can connect. This is a POC to me, point of contact to me, and everything over here. The session notes and everything, and code sharing and resources are available on the Discord. So make sure you join the Discord, and we can connect over here. I can see Salman has joined. So welcome, Salman. Salman, you need to introduce yourself to get an access to everything, because once you are here, you are a joiner. Once you introduce yourself in introduce channel, you can see a introduce channel here. You need to introduce yourself. Once you introduce yourself, I will be upgrading you from joiner to a learner, and then you can have an access to everything. Why I have done this? Because in interview the first question is introduce yourself. So if you are introducing yourself here in Code with NM family, here we are, nobody is judging you, everyone is learning and growing all together. So if you introduce yourself very clearly, you can introduce yourself in interview. If you can see, this guy from Kenya has very well introduced himself, and Hussein Ali and others also, Trishan also, he is in 10th grade, and he is very much more serious about Python. And there are many more those who have introduced themselves. So make sure you introduce yourself and get the access to the Discord. Okay. So I'm Nilesh Maurya, and I'm on a mission to make you market ready software engineer. And if you have any doubt, you can just connect with me on the Discord. And code with precision, ship with vision. Subscribe now and join the mission. Till then, see you in the next live.